All right, guys. So welcome back to the channel, man. So check this out. They did tell us, when they shifted over to Halo Studios that they were gonna start working on multiple games, right? As far as the Halo franchise goes. So we just got an update here. I don't know how real this is, how true it is, but according to this article, it's from a very reliable insider when it pertains to Halo, the Halo franchise. He goes by the name of Rebs Gaming or something like that. So this is coming from him. Okay, listen, it is what it is, right? We're gonna dive into this. We're gonna see what he got for us. And before we go ahead and do that, make sure y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share out the video, hype the video, do that good stuff for your boy, man. I appreciate everybody who pulled up and is doing all that for me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. So without further ado, all right, let's get straight into this, man. All right, so we're gonna start off over here. We at thegamepost.com, right? So here it is. Check this out, right? Halo Studios is working on a separate multiplayer Halo game. Leaker says it's a long-term live service project like Fortnite. Okay. Okay. Halo has come a long way since it launched back in 2001 with Combat Evolved. It helped define Xbox as a brand and shaped an entire generation love for sci-fi shooters. Over the years, the franchise has evolved through multiple sequels, spin-offs, and the latest installment, Halo Infinite. But things have been changing behind the scenes too. In 2024, Microsoft announced that it's rebranding 343 Industries to Halo Studios. Now, Halo Studios is just days away from making from taking the stage at the Halo World Championship 2025, and that's next week on October 24, where it plans to reveal the new Halo game as well as what's next for the series' future. All right. But ahead of the event, a new report claims that the future of Halo includes more than just one project. So here it is, okay? A new multiplayer Halo project like Fortnite. The latest claim comes from Rebs Gaming, a well-known Halo insider and content creator, who shared new information in a video released today. According to him, Halo Studios is not only working on the rumored Halo Combat Evolved remake and the next mainline Halo game, but also a new standalone multiplayer-focused Halo title that's being designed as a continuously updated live service game. Quote, my source told me a live service long-term updating Halo multiplayer game is in the works. Its live service component is like Fortnite. No mentions of it being a battle royale or other specifics. Unlike Halo Infinite's traditional modes, this project is set to focus on an evolving ecosystem more in line with games that receive seasonal updates, events, and rotating content. No details were shared about gameplay setting or platforms, but Rebs added that the project is separate from the Combat Evolved remake that's reportedly being built using a hybrid UE5 and modified Reach engine. Okay. He also says here, right? Rebs says a credible source told him that 2 Halo games are planned for release next year in 2026. One could be this multiplayer title, and the other likely the long-rumored Halo Combat Evolved remake. Still, nothing is officially confirmed, so take all this with a grain of salt until Halo Studios makes an announcement at the championship event later this month. This all comes just days after longtime Halo art director Glenn Israel announced his departure from the studio after nearly 2 decades. His public comments hinted at some internal issues, though he said he will share more when it is absolutely safe to do so. All right, so that is the article right there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, right? Real quick, speaking on this, I told you about 2026 with Microsoft, right? 2026 is set out to be a big year for Microsoft. It's I believe it's their 25th anniversary next year. They're gonna have a huge showcase next year. They're gonna showcase all the big titles. That's what I'm what you call it? I'm predicting. right? We're gonna see the state of decays, gameplay footage for Gears of War E-Day, the new Halo mainline game. We're gonna see the big boys are coming out next year in that event, right? But outside of that event, they're actually coming out with games. And like he said here, they're planning on 2 Halo games coming out next year. So that's big for this franchise, right? And like I've read y'all in the other video that I made, Combat Evolved, they're updating it. It's a remake, it's not a remaster. So it's gonna have upgraded controls, like you'll be able to zoom in with the scope, something that you couldn't do in the original. You'll be able to sprint, right? So you're gonna get the full modern controls with Combat Evolved. So that should get a lot of people excited, right? Now get into this multiplayer joint like the Fortnite. It's only right that they do something like this because, you know, they got the shooters, they have the franchises, the big name, right? Halo has the big name attached to it. They have an audience. It's just a matter of, is the game gonna make sense? What is it that you're gonna bring into this game that's gonna attract people and make people want to stay in this game? We have yet to see that. They're gonna have to, you know, fully announce it and show us what they got. But you know, the name is there. You know, the lore is there. It's Halo. It's the Master Chief, right? So they got everything that they need. So it's up to them to execute, right? And besides that, am I gonna be playing this game? No. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm excited for it. I'm looking at it from like a business point of view. It's the smart thing to do. And like they said, this is Halo Studios now. So we'll be getting multiple Halo games. We're even gonna get at some point a mobile Halo game and things like that. We might get a strategy, a JRPG type of Halo game. They're gonna build all type of Halos, right? So this is just one part of it. But yeah, let's see what they got to show. I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna be playing this game, of course. I'll download it. I'll try it out to see what it is that they're actually doing, and I'll be out of there. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what they got, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this here. If you are interested in this type of game or not, let me know. Whatever your thoughts are on this. All right, we're gonna keep it moving now to the next article here, right? Because this is gonna tie a little bit up to what Glenn Israel is kind of going through, right? So we're gonna shift over. We're gonna stay at the game post, but this is another article here, okay? Where they saying that Halo Studios has generative AI woven into every aspect of its future game development, from core workflows to world building and enemy AI, okay? So over the last few years, generative AI has become the centerpiece of nearly every major tech company's strategy. Microsoft, Sony, Google, and others are racing to figure out how to use it to make work faster, smarter, or cheaper. In gaming, studios have been experimenting with this technology as well. Bungie built its own internal ChatGPT style tool called Bun GPT. I didn't know that. Okay. To help developers write and search code faster. And PlayStation's new Dark Outlaw games, led by Call of Duty veteran Jason Blundell, recently listed a job requiring hands-on experience with AI art tools like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and ChatGPT itself to refine and polish 2D artwork created by both human artists and generative AI tools. Okay. So now a trusted Halo insider says that Microsoft Halo Studios may be taking things even further, reportedly making generative AI a core part of how its next Halo games are being built. All right, so let's get into it right here. This is it right here. So, in a new video report shared by reliable Halo insider Rebs Gaming, once again, a source allegedly connected to Microsoft claims that generative AI has been woven into every aspect of Halo Studios development. According to the insider, generative AI isn't just being used for mundane tasks like scheduling things or writing emails. It's reportedly involved all the way up to actual game development at the company. He continues here. Generative AI is apparently woven into every aspect of development, such as enemy AI and terrain generation, the source told Rebs Gaming. I think what they're mostly doing is that, and then touching up the work with human hands. Also, developers are expected to meet similar or quicker deadlines, and the only means to do is through the use of AI, whether that's mundane tasks like scheduling things or writing emails, all the way up to actual game development. Rebs Gaming said he believes that this is plausible, noting Microsoft's huge financial commitment to artificial intelligence. In FY 2025, Microsoft is on track to invest approximately $80 billion to build out AI-enabled data centers to train AI models and deploy AI and cloud-based applications around the world, said Brad Smith, vice chair and president at Microsoft. And remember, I brought you that article, right? When it first dropped, remember I told y'all what Satya Nadella was up to. That interview he did with Fox News, I believe. And this is what they were talking about, right? He said he was all in. So, you know, this is very credible. Like this is not hard to believe that they're actually doing this, right? So they say here, take it with a grain of salt, because it is a rumor at the end of the day. But whoever spoke to Rebs Gaming, I truly believe this, what they're mentioning here, because it's true. You know, like, you're not gonna invest all this money into AI and not use it into every aspect within your company, within Microsoft, right? Especially something like gaming, where, you know, you're doing coding and things like that. You could put AI to work, right? You invested all this money on it. If you invest something of your money, you're gonna want to see results from that, right? So I 100% believe that this is happening here. Who's that source? I don't know. Could that actually be Israel? Right? We don't know, right? It's anonymous, but it could be. He might, you know, these are sources. This is what they do, right? And somebody as reliable and trustworthy as Rebs Gaming, he might have trusted him and said, listen, man, I could tell you stuff, but don't put my name nowhere, because we're going to have problems. And he probably was like, yo, to put his name out there, he like, you already know. I'm not saying nothing. Don't worry about it. You good. So I absolutely believe that this is happening. And look, man, they're using AI, right, to build everything. And then the humans will come in and just overlook it. Like if they, like when we saw with the Call of Duty zombie, right? That he has 6 fingers. Remember that? Like if something like that happens, a human will come in and count the fingers. Be like, yo, he got 6 fingers. We got to take one out. That's it. That's all they pretty much doing. Just polishing up the whole thing, and they're going to keep it moving. That's all it is, right? So, again, you know, could AI be good? Yes. But to take it as far as this goes, they're taking jobs away, whether we like it or not, right? Because everything that they put in the AI to do, you know, in the past, it was a human's job, right? A human had to do all of that, create the world, build the AIs on how they react, and everything that they're mentioning here. That was a human's job. Now it's being shifted over to AI. So now all those people are losing their jobs. Like we saw earlier this year, over 9,000 employees. Last year, more firings. And in Q1 of 2026, they're reporting there's going to be another 9,000 employees losing their jobs at Microsoft. So you put 2 and 2 together, right? This is what's happening out here. Y'all got to pay attention. So, listen, man. And they say here, look, it's not just them. Sony's doing it too. Bungie got one. Dark Outlaw Games got one. So AI is taking over. And one last thing, Kojima was like, he's okay with AIs like doing the remakes and remasters of older games. And to that, I could see that happening, right? But when we're talking about a new development, a new game, right? A new AAA title, I would want humans to have hands-on on that project and bring it to life, right? It's kind of like building a PC, right? When you build it from the ground up, it's like, so when you see a mistake, you know where that mistake is, you know which wire you put into which socket and things like that. As to when you build it pre-built, when you buy it pre-built, you don't know where everything is at because you didn't build it, right? So you will have to start looking, opening up the PC. You got to start looking, where did they put this wire, this, that, and the third, right? So I kind of see it like that. Like, they're gonna have to go in the app and look where the mistake is at, what the AI did that was the mistake, and things like that, without knowing right away like where to look. So that's just my thoughts on this, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one here, man. Listen, you pay attention at those movies, man, with the whole AIs taking over and things like that. And this is the beginning of that. Okay, this is just the beginning of that. It's gonna get even worse. It's gonna get worse. So we gotta pay attention. Y'all know I got y'all. I'm gonna be updating y'all on this type of thing, but it's crazy work, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one, man. And real quick, just for last, Arc Raiders has become Steam's most popular extraction shooter, right? We were streaming Arc Raiders last night for 10 hours straight. We had me, Lazy, and Blaze 4K stop by. So shout outs to them. I was streaming all day yesterday, right? So they say here that it topped 189,000, right? On Steam alone, right? That's without the console gamers, so we don't really know. But this is just on Steam. So it became its most top rated extraction title. There it is, right? So this is some of the extraction shooters that they got. These are the numbers. Also, they mentioned here, right, that Escape from Tarkov is launching on November 15. So we're gonna see how that plays out, right? They said here, right, we know that more than 500,000 people have Escape from Tarkov on their wish list, but that only puts the game in 67th place on Steam's wish list activity tracker. Arc Raiders is in 4th place. Okay, so whatever that means, at the end of the day, people got to put their money where their mouth is. They could have wish lists, they could do whatever, but when the game comes out, this is where we at right here, right? This is where we at. So that's what we got to see, Buzz. I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad that a lot of people are enjoying this game. This game is incredible. It requires teamwork, communication. Your heart's pumping throughout the whole entire match. You got to deal with AI drones and other teams that are in the map with you. The sound is incredible. The game is unbelievable, bro. I can't wait for the release. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. This is just a little quick topic here. All right. So that's gonna wrap up the video here, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all for the support. Those of y'all who already do it, man, like, share, subscribe, hype the video. I appreciate y'all. To those of y'all who don't and are new here, you are welcome. Everybody's welcome here. All right. So shout outs to y'all, man. With that being said, it is your boy, the Gifted One here. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm